The Chicago Bears have officially announced their initial 53-man roster for the 2025 NFL season, and the excitement surrounding this team is at an all-time high. After months of training camp battles, grueling practices, and preseason performances, the coaching staff and front office have finally made their decisions, shaping a roster they believe gives them the best chance to compete this year. But as every Bears fan knows, the final cut day is never truly final. While the 53 players currently on the roster have secured their spots for now, changes are still possible with waiver claims and practice squad signings in the coming days. This roster reveal delivered a mix of expected moves and surprising decisions. Veterans and rookies alike found themselves on the bubble as the Bears trimmed down, and for some, the outcome was not in their favor. Among the cuts were Samari Toure, Royce Freeman, Chris Glazer, Caleb Hayes, Mark Perry, and Mike Garner, all of whom showed flashes during camp but ultimately didn't make the final list. One of the most notable moves involved Tano Passanyan, who was released but is expected to return via the practice squad and serve as a rotational piece on game days. Several players, including Zach Pickens, Tyler Scott, Doug Kramer, and Ty Johnson, were waived with injury designations, which means they could still land on the Bears' season-ending injured reserve if they clear waivers. The Bears have also made several injury-related roster adjustments. Running back Travis Homer was placed on short-term IR and will miss at least the first 4 weeks of the season. Rookie Roshan Johnson, who has been recovering from a lingering injury, avoided the same designation, which suggests optimism about his potential early season availability. Kyle Manningai, another young back dealing with a minor issue, also made the roster and is expected to contribute when healthy. Still, with limited healthy options in the backfield, the Bears could explore adding another running back through the waiver wire to maintain depth at the position. Elsewhere, the team will be without Zay Frazier for at least the first 6 weeks after placing him on the reserve/non-football injury list. His absence puts added pressure on the defensive backs, but the coaching staff remains confident in the depth they've built at cornerback and safety. Defensive tackle Terrell Smith, cornerback Sean Wade, and defensive end Deion Hankins were all placed on season-ending IR, giving younger players opportunities to step up and prove themselves. All these moves show the Bears' strategy heading into 2025. Build a roster that blends proven veterans with young, hungry talent while leaving room for flexibility as the season unfolds. The most exciting part of this roster breakdown comes when looking at each position group and the decisions the Bears made. At quarterback, there were no surprises. Caleb Williams, Tyson Bagent, and veteran Case Keenum formed the trio leading the offense. The Bears' commitment to carrying 3 quarterbacks highlights just how important depth is at this position. Williams enters his rookie season with immense expectations as the team's new franchise leader. Bagent provides an athletic backup option, and Keenum brings the veteran leadership needed to stabilize the locker room and mentor the young starter. Austin Reed, despite showing promise in the preseason, didn't make the roster, but could return on the practice squad if he clears waivers. At running back, DeAndre Swift headlines the group and is expected to be the lead workhorse in Luke Getsy's offensive scheme. Roshan Johnson, when fully healthy, will provide a powerful complementary option, while rookie Kyle Manningai gives the team a versatile depth piece. With Travis Homer sidelined on short-term IR, the Bears could still look outside the organization to strengthen this position before Week 1. Coaches have also been experimenting with creative formations during camp, even giving star wide receiver DJ Moore limited reps in the backfield, a sign that we might see some unexpected offensive wrinkles this season. Speaking of wide receivers, this is arguably the deepest and most exciting group the Bears have fielded in years. DJ Moore enters the season as the unquestioned WR1, but rookie Rome Odunze has been one of the biggest standouts of training camp, showcasing elite route running and hands that have earned him a starting role. Luther Burden adds explosiveness, Olamide Zakos brings veteran reliability, and Devin DuVernay not only strengthens the passing game, but is also expected to handle kick and punt return duties. The biggest surprise here is Jaden Walker, who fought his way onto the roster after an impressive preseason highlighted by a game-winning touchdown catch. Walker's special teams value and knack for making big plays earned him this opportunity, and he could become one of the under-the-radar contributors this season. Tight end depth remains solid with Cole Kmet leading the way. He'll continue to be a major red zone threat and security blanket for Caleb Williams. Rookie Colston Loveland has shown promise as both a pass catcher and blocker, while Durham Smythe provides the toughness and reliability the Bears value in short yardage situations. Behind them, Stephen Carlson and Joel Wilson are expected to be retained on the practice squad to provide depth throughout the season. The offensive line has been a major priority for the Bears this offseason, and it shows in the 10 players they've kept. Braxton Jones and Darnell Wright return at tackle, while Joe Thuney, Drew Dalman, and Jonah Jackson anchor the interior. Rookie Theo Benedette impressed during camp and gives the Bears a flexible piece capable of moving across the line when needed. Luke Newman, a sixth-round pick, was one of the preseason's bright spots at left guard, while Ryan Bates adds experience and depth at center. This is one of the deepest offensive lines the Bears have assembled in recent memory, and that should be a massive boost for Caleb Williams' development. Defensively, the Bears have invested heavily in creating a fast, aggressive front. Montez Sweat, Gervin Dexter, and Grady Jarrett lead the charge up front, while rookie Austin Booker, despite an injury setback, avoided short-term IR and is expected back early in the season. Dominique Robinson had a strong camp and is poised for an increased role, and Chris Williams rounds out a deep defensive tackle rotation. At linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds and T.J. Edwards remain the leaders of the unit, supported by Noah Sewell and Ruben Hippolyte. The biggest surprise was Carl Jones making the roster, but his special teams impact and versatility likely gave him the edge. The secondary looks like one of the team's biggest strengths. Jalen Johnson avoided the PUP list and is expected to start opposite rookie standout Tariq Stevenson, who continues to impress. Kyler Garden adds versatility, able to play both outside and in the slot, while safeties Kevin Byard and Jaquan Brisker form one of the top duos in the NFC. Jonathan Owens and Elijah Hicks provide valuable depth, ensuring the Bears have plenty of flexibility against high-powered passing attacks. Special teams remain steady, with Cairo Santos returning as the reliable kicker, rookie Torrey Taylor stepping in as punter, and Scott Daly securing the long snapping role after beating out Luke Ellen during camp. Devin DuVernay's addition also boosts the return game, giving the Bears a proven playmaker in that phase. And before we move forward, if you're enjoying this deep breakdown of the Chicago Bears and want daily updates, breaking news, and exclusive insights, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a single Bears story this season. This is your home for everything Chicago Bears. As the Bears finalize preparations for Week 1, there are still key questions to answer before the season begins. Will the team add another running back to strengthen the backfield? Can rookies like Romo Duns, Jaden Walker, and Austin Booker make an immediate impact? How quickly will Caleb Williams adapt to the NFL level and prove he's the future of the franchise? These storylines will shape not only the start of the season, but potentially the Bears' entire year. One thing is clear, this roster looks deeper, faster, and more balanced than it has in years. The front office has surrounded Caleb Williams with an improved offensive line, versatile weapons in the passing game, and a defense loaded with both veterans and young talent. For the first time in a while, the Bears enter a season with genuine optimism and belief that they can compete in the NFC North. This is a team built for growth, but also ready to challenge right now. The blend of seasoned leaders like DJ Moore, Montez Sweat, and Kevin Byard with emerging stars like Romo Duns and Gervin Dexter creates a dynamic foundation that should excite every Bears fan. If Caleb Williams can rise to the moment and deliver on his promise, Chicago might just surprise the league this year. The road ahead won't be easy, but the Bears are preparing to face every challenge head-on. With a revamped roster, a fresh sense of energy, and a clear vision for the future, this season has the potential to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. Bears fans, buckle up. The journey begins now. Bear down.